Over here in Lancaster in Josh's garage, the Craigslist deal of the century. I came here for a 240 Valence and left with most of a Z.
Yeah,
Here's the man himself. Thank you, Josh.
no problem.
Here's his badass Bimmer, 2002. Rallies and autocrosses it for Rally North America. Check them out. I'll put a link in there for you guys. His badass dune buggy, little Land Rover.
My son has a Countach.
Oh, yeah?
I
Oh, man.
love, this Countach. It was a pink Barbie one, but I modified it. It has working turn signals now and
Sweet.
headlights, and it's a little fast for me too. So that one's slow. This one is a little too fast for him, but
I used to watch Speed Zone so much as a kid, and like the one where the granddad's skipping the rock,
yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, how do you do it, Grandpa?" And the Countach comes over and skips down the lake, and they're like, "How do you do that again, Grandpa?" I was like, "Oh my God, I need a Countach."
Yeah, my dad picked it up at an auction for $2.50, and then I dumped $100 into it. I gave it to him for his second birthday, and it was a 6 volts, so I upgraded it to a 12 volt, and it's a little fast for him. So he just
Well, he'll grow into it, right?
Yeah.
Put some drag bars on it.
Do some donuts.
Little e-brake.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. So, hey, you want to tell me about your 2002?
Yeah, so I actually got it about 3 years ago in North Carolina at the Vintage Show, which is actually going on this weekend, where it's all these vintage BMWs. And the story is I emailed the guy because we're in Pennsylvania and you can't find one that's not all rusted out. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to be at the show. Come on by and you can take a look at it." And then he left his phone at the bar for the rest of the week. So I took a risk and drove down to North Carolina, and luckily he pulled in and wasn't sold yet. So
Wow.
I gave him cash there. He wanted $1,000 more, and I gave him cash. And I was like, "I don't have any more. Just take all I have." And so I got it, and I've done a lot of stuff to it. It's got the 5-speed swap, which is from the E21. It's got the limited slip diff, also out of an E21. A lot of bigger sway bars, all poly bushings.
So you like the poly over the rubber? Because I've seen some old heads
Um,
swear by rubber.
Yeah. Well, I looked at it as I didn't have a press, and poly's easier to put in.
Yeah, I
so,
agree, yeah.
So it's called laziness on my part, because it's 2 pieces instead of trying to push one through. And I don't know, it just seemed all right.
You can get some rad colors.
It's red, the ones I got. I have the dual side draft carbs that I'm going to throw on after the next Rally North America, because I don't want to be unreliable. Even I know this car's, it's got me through 1 rally and only broke like 4 times. So
Reasonable.
yeah, so I want to make a little bit less than 4 times this time. So hopefully.
And what else did you do to the suspension, he said?
I got the H&R springs, Bilstein struts. The wheels these ones are really crappy fake 2-piece, but they're light.
What are the
13s.
the replicas?
Yeah, they're garbage, but they're only for autocrossing, so
Okay.
they have the stickier tires on it.
Gotcha.
I have daily Euro weeds up there that I normally ride on, but those are 15s. So you can't really get sticky 15s that fit underneath this car because it's such narrow inside. Yeah, I had to roll the fenders when I had the, and those still have a slight stretch to them too, the Euro weaves.
It's pretty moderate, though.
Yeah, and they fit really well, and then I was autocrossing with them, and they are garbage autocrossing. And then also with the open-end diff, it was just awful. So finally I have the limited slip and some sticky tires that I can actually feel like,
Sweet.
That's going to fall. I can feel like I can actually keep up.
That
with
angle.
people. Yeah. So, I love this car. It's not a show car by any means. It's just it's a fun driving car.
If it was a show car, you wouldn't have jack stands resting on it. And
Oh no, this
you, you wouldn't have half the fun because you'd be polishing it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty straight.
Yes, yeah, it is.
I mean there are a couple little rust bubbles.
I love the color. It reminds me of my brother had a C20, and it was a very deep blue like this,
Yeah.
like a not a GM corporate blue,
Yeah.
but like really deep like that, and it just reminds me of old GMs.
Now the 2002 owners will probably give me crap, but it's called Atlantic Blue. But
Okay.
I don't know if it's spelled. It's German, so it's spelled weird.
Wrong.
So I might be saying it incorrectly. Let me see. I think it's on the paint code. On it. So
Oh wow, the bonnet.
yeah, it's on that side there. I think. Is it there? There's a spot that says Atlantic, maybe. Oh, right there.
Oh.
It's all in
Oh, there we
German,
go. Atlantic.
So, I mean, nothing fancy. Everything's pretty boring in here.
This fuel filter, there was like 3 of them on the back of my Z.
Really?
I'm not joking. And when I cranked it over, they replaced the fuel pump.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's that smell? And it dumped fuel all down the.
Oh.
It literally split like on this rim
Really?
where it's sealed at. And
Gosh.
so, oh my god, just please be careful with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it may have just been unlucky, but there's 3 of them on the back, and it dumped fuel around the seam.
Yeah, I actually think I need a new one because I see dirt in the bottom of that. But
There you go.
yeah, so
This is nice. It's like, it's not cramped, but it's like.
no, yeah, it's people. They do the E30 M3 swap engine in it, and they call it the M2,
Okay.
which is ridiculous. But I don't have 10 grand to do that, so I'm stuck with.
Get ready for the hate when I say this. LS swap it.
Oh yeah, there's some people who've done the LS swap. I mean, with the Z's, that's
Yeah, the
typically, like-
Z's, the RBs, the 2Js.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would be sacrilege if you put a Japanese motor in this. Well, maybe not. Maybe Americans probably get more hate.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. I would probably keep it BMW just because.
Yeah,
it's
I get
just, you. But I mean, I know what my limits are, and I don't know, a big engine swap like that. I don't have enough fabbing experience to make my own mounts and stuff like that. So I'd probably have to buy a kit and then just pay so much more for everything.
Well, you know, Google's amazing. I'm sure they have some kind of
Yeah.
because BMW is an extremely popular car.
Yeah, and I mean, and also if I was gonna dump, 10 grand into this car, I might start with one that's a little bit better shape, or.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't bad, but it's no show car.
Definitely is sweet, man. And you said you went to was it Rally North America?
Yeah. So Rally North America is an organization that raises money through charity with car people. Like it's a scavenger hunt / time race from one point to another, going all across North America. Last year was in Billings, Montana to Portland, Oregon. This year is from Virginia to Talladega and all down there. So it's gonna be kind of crazy.
And what place did you end up in?
I've never won one other than the Hard Luck Award, which is up there.
Is that for breaking down?
Yeah, it's for breaking down. Actually, what made it is I had a bottle of whiskey that was corked, and we were in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and we would go hot, and then up in the mountains where it was cold.
So the
back
pressure-
and forth. Pressure, actually, because I opened it and drank some, and then just put it in my luggage in the back of the car, and because of all the temperature changes, it popped off and soaked all my luggage for the week in whiskey. So I had to go to a laundromat while other people were partaking and drinking to wash all my clothes, and one of the organizers said, "Yeah, I think you have the worst luck because." And that, I had my clutch slave cylinder fail. So
yeah, mine failed too. I just replaced it.
yeah, so like halfway through the rally, it's like you put it in gear and you slam it, you push in the clutch, slam it in gear, and then it pops off because it doesn't have enough to hold it. So it was really interesting trying to drive it home. Yeah, there's a lot of other little issues with it, but it's still.
But it's here.
Yeah, I mean the engine ran strong.
Nice. It's a sweet ride, man. Thank you for filling me in on it. You said this was on a regular car?
Yeah, regular car reviews.
That's awesome.
They did it.
I'm going to go home and check that out because me and my brother watch it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've seen it, but...
Yeah, the guy is from Hamburg, so he's about maybe an hour from here.
Okay.
So he actually came down to Lancaster. He does a lot of the shoots in Lancaster, and it was weird because I met him, did this. Well, no, I forget how I met him, but the girl I bought my 240 from, she said that she taught him how to drive stick.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was weird, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually going to see him next month because he's going to do a review on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the review on this while I was partying out the other one because that ended up being pretty bad. Yeah.
Typical Z.
Yeah, it was way more than typical.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. It was weird because the front half was so rusty, but the back half was perfect. Like, it's like someone parked the back half on pavement, the front half in a field. So.
Yeah, or maybe there's something living in it or something, nesting.
Oh no, there was a lot of stuff. It was gross. This garage, I had to drop the dune buggy off at my dad's house, and then I threw this in the corner here, and I just parted it all out. Like, took 2 days and just stripped everything. Now, luckily, it's a really easy car to strip.
Everything's like 10 millimeter.
Yeah, 10 millimeter, 14, 12. I think those are the ones I use. But yeah, it was so simple.
Yeah.
The hardest part is trying to get rid of the parts. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
but then now it's pretty easy because it's got you to take all that stuff.
Yeah, I got most of them. I'm gonna go over some of these. Thank you for telling me about the car again.
No problem.
And the rally, and most importantly, giving me the deal of the century for an East Coast Z guy.
I gotta help you load it into your car.
It fits. It's half a Datsun right there. Man, what do we got here? We got what I intended to come for. 240 Valence. Mine are missing. These here, this doesn't even exist on my car. Got a louver, I didn't know I wanted.
Yeah.
240 bumper. Nice. Got the 280 grill. This is missing on my part. My brother smashed these. If you're watching this, Dan, like the video. 2 new doors. Mine don't latch. The mechanisms for the windows are completely shot. A lot more rust. And my trim's a little bent up. So this was a sweet ass deal. Got some of the vinyl interior, which mine is the dirty, moldy rug. 2 hatches. My hatches are bondoed. Actually, my hatch, I have to put my finger in it to open it too.
Okay. Well, that one has a hatch mechanism.
Nice.
Which does work.
And then the defroster, I believe it says, looks actually really nice. Mine's all like jagged.
Yeah.
And I think I read if any part of it's broken, it's faulty then.
Yeah.
So this actually looks really nice. Not that I need one.
Yeah. This one.
This probably say like Fair Lady or something like that.
Yeah. I guess the Series 1 had the go in the opposite direction, go in the other direction.
That's nice though. What else we got? Inner fender well parts, I believe. The fabled lamp here. Mine's like all busted up and like sheet metal screwed into the fender well. And another one of those hood cowls. I think harness, another one of them, 240 harness. That's pretty much it. All right, thank you, John, once again.
No problem.
It's wonderful talking to you.
Hey, have a safe trip back.
Thank you, and hopefully you get that running the next event.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, see you next time, Josh.
Hey.